Hello, it's Jim from Paintspotsandpaper. I'm just working on these boho art journals. I haven't stitched them in there yet, as I said before, because I'm not too sure. I think I've got some other things that I want to go in the spine, so to speak, so I don't want to stitch them just yet. But however, I think I've got enough pages in, but I do need more pockets. I've got quite a lot of journaling space, but I definitely need more pockets, and I must do them before I get tempted to start decorating. So I'm just going to do a couple today to go on in there. They looked relatively quick and easy to make. I think I was following a tutorial by Shabby Dabby Doodah, Tina, and yeah, she just used book pages and she pulled out 3 at a time, and where she could, she just kept them still lightly glued together. It just keeps them in place while you're using them. And yeah, I was watching how she made these book page pockets, and I thought I needed some quite large ones because some of the pages, some of the paper I've used I really don't like, so I want to cover most of it up. So anyway, here goes. I dare say that I'll completely mess it up because I am no expert at all this sort of thing. So anyway, here goes. So you get your book pages. Mine are still joined together. And what I've done, actually, what I'm going to do, because these are slightly large for what I need, I've already cut some down. I've just cut, I'll just show you with one that I haven't cut. As you can see, I've just cut down that side, and I've cut some off the bottom. I just want to make them a little bit smaller because some of my pages are narrower. They're not all exactly half an A4. Anyway, here goes. Let's have a go at this. Now, you just get the top corner. You fold it down. You leave a bit of space up there, I suppose about, how would that be, about 1 centimetre, just under ½ inch. It's up to you really. And you fold it over to get where you want it, and then you open it up and fold it back in on itself like that, and then you get your next one. See where they're still a little bit joined, it just makes it a bit easier than having them floating all over the place. Get your next one and you fold it in completely to the edge, and then once again, come here, once again, she says, the one's coming apart, but once again you fold it back on itself. I mean, you could do that straight away really if you wanted to. So you've got, that's your first sheet, and that's your second one. Sorry, that's your first sheet and that's your second one. I'm going to split mine up because otherwise I'm going to get totally confused. Right, so your first one you folded, which I made a mistake there. I did the top one, it should be the inside one. First one you folded goes over like that, and this one sits on top like that. So you've got a pocket and a pocket. So then all I'm going to do is just cover this back piece just down to here, to where the pocket starts, just so there's a bit of colour behind there. And I'm going to use, I've got some of the card that I've been using in the journal, so I thought I'll keep it similar. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to put that in that way. Now I'm using the card because I want these to be quite sturdy and it will strengthen the back. Just take it around that way. I've got a mark on that one. Hope you can see that. Yeah, I am in shot on it. And about there. And I'm just going to do that with the scissors, I think, for now, because I'll be trimming it up in a minute once it's on there. And it's such a faff getting the paper trimmer out, and I really can't be having the faffing today. Right, so sorry, I know this isn't very good. Put those two there like that. And this will go in here. And I think it doesn't need to go that far down. It can go down to about there. I'll chop off an inch or so at the bottom, just over an inch. That's it. And I'm just going to glue that piece in now, if my glue plays. In fact, it would make more sense to put it on here, wouldn't it? And I'm just going to, no, do I want it that way or that way, I think. Slipping. Excuse me while I lean over. Things always look so simple when somebody else does them, but you can't try them yourself, especially if you're like me, you haven't done much of this before. It, yeah, isn't quite as simple as you think, although I suppose for somebody who's done a lot of this, it would be pretty simple. Right, and I'm just going to trim. Trim down there. That's it. That's it, quite firm at the back there. And then I'm going to glue this piece over here. I'm going to do the same with this piece. I'm hoping the light's okay. We've had a pretty overcast day today. It's now sort of about 5 o'clock in the afternoon, but I spent most of the day in the garden this morning. It was overcast, but dry, a little bit breezy, not particularly cold, not too bad anyway. So I've been really busy had to dig up a fern, which was in amongst our, we've got an area that we call the rainforest, because it's like a forest. It's like these, I don't know what they're called, they're just great big like palm tree type things. And we've also got a small cherry tree there, and at the back of them we've got a gunnera, which is getting really large. And then you just put these together like this. I'll put a bit of the glue from the book there. Let's take that off. That's it. It's solid. Yeah, we've got a gunnera, and the fern was, and at the back of all that we've got a row of sheds, a bit like the OK Crowd, that's all covered in decking and everything. There's a deck that runs all the way along the width of the garden, and sheds that run the width of the garden as well. So basically this fern wasn't getting much light or anything. Oh no, I've done that wrong. No, I haven't. That can be okay. So we decided to move it to the other side of the garden. We've got a few more of these palm tree things growing, but they're only small, and put it in a spot that was a bit bare there anyway, where it will get the sunshine. And it's also very damp down there, down the very bottom of our garden. It's very claggy, it's clay. We did put topsoil on top of it, but once you get past the first sort of foot or so, it becomes pretty claggy. So anyways, I had fun digging that out, and then I decided for the fern, once it was lifted, I could see that I could probably split it into at least two. So I decided to do that, and of course it was all well rooted together. So that was a job and a half, getting that to come apart. Well, I managed it eventually anyway, and yeah, planted them in two pieces down there. So I've now got two ferns, and yeah, and it's filled up the gap. But yeah, so I was doing that, and then I went on to do some weeding. You know what it's like, you pull, well, if anybody out there does gardening much, you go out and you just pull one weed up, and then that's it. You know, that's what you're going to be doing for the next few hours, weeding, because it's yeah, I love weeding, just love doing it. Find it so relaxing, it's sort of cleansing. And so yeah, so there I was weeding. And then I started deadheading some of my pots, some of my tubs that have got flowers in them. A lot have gone to seed, but they've got some new ones, new flowers coming up as well, so I've done that. And yeah, quite a busy morning, plus I had a delivery at last. My replacement printer has come through. I say at last, I've only been waiting about a week for it, which is good considering it came from America. I must say, I was very impressed with HP printers. I phoned up the helpline. Right, now I'm going to put another piece of this paper along the bottom and make that bit into a pocket. Like that. Which I can take off. I'm just doing this with my scissors. Yes, anyway, last, I think it was about Monday or Tuesday. No, it's either last Monday or the Friday before. I know it wasn't long ago, it's only about a week ago, 10 days ago at the most. And I phoned them up because my printer, I just couldn't use it. It wasn't, the cyan ink, the blue ink wasn't coming through at all. And it was driving me mad, because obviously without the blue you're not getting any greens, reds, deep reds or anything like that. It was useless really. And I've got quite a lot of digitals, and I bought some digitals in actual fact to use with these journals because I didn't have enough you know, of the sort of paper I wanted to put in with it to decorate it with and that. And so yeah, so I phoned them up. I phoned their helpline, and I think it was meant to be a UK line, but the lady I spoke to was definitely American, very nice lady, and she did like one of those video things where I let her see my printer and what I was doing with it, because I'd said to her that I'd done so many print head cleans, it was ridiculous. I'd got through 2 lots of cartridges, ink cartridges, and luckily I do have the instant ink, but even so I'm paying for it and I couldn't use it. But I got through 2 sets of ink cartridges, and I don't know how much paper, loads of paper. And I'm just trimming this off now, and it should make a pretty sturdy pocket on the other side. That gives us an extra pocket again. Take that there. So, just stick a few bits down so it's not quite glued yet. I'm not using my art glitter glue at the moment. I know it's a lot better, it's a lot quicker at gripping, but mine are playing off a bit. I've got a new one on order. I've only ordered it today though, so I've got to wait for it to come through. But anyway, back to the printer. Yeah, so she asked me to do 2 print head cleans while she watched via the video, and she could see that no matter how many times I did it, it just wasn't cleaning it, wasn't clearing it. So to my surprise, she just turned. I thought she was going to say, well, we'll collect it and repair it or something, but she said, oh yeah, that needs replacement. And so I thought, oh great. So I was amazed. She said, it'll be with you in a week to 10 days. She said it, and she said, I'll get it sent today. And when I checked the email, she had sent it that same day, in fact within the same hour. And yeah, and they sent it all the way from America, an inkjet printer, exactly the same as one I've got, brand new one. And obviously no cost to me whatsoever, not even postage, nothing. So I was well impressed, and they said it'd be through today, by the end of today, and it was here by 9 o'clock this morning. And yes, I'm really pleased, so I can actually print some things out again and get on with some other journals and print the digitals that I've bought for these. So yeah, that will be fun. So anyway, that's what I've done so far. What I'm going to do is, on here, I'm going to decorate this with some of the, I'm not going to do it right now because I want to do a couple more of these. But when I do come to decorate in the front there, I've got, I can't find them. No, they're hiding. Oh, no, yeah, no. No, I've definitely hidden them. Yeah, I've got all the, oh, what do they call it? The ephemera that I've cut out from the it's a Paper Mania pack, something to do with Artilia or something like that. Anyway, I've cut all the ephemera out, so I'm going to decorate these front bits with some other paper and the ephemera, and then of course I'll be making cards of some kind to go in there. And I thought when they go in the book, you've got a pocket there, and a pocket there. And then when I put it in, I'm going to, I think I'll probably do these, because that'd be a bit high for us. I might do them glued down, so I've got a top pocket, or I might glue them down and have a side pocket. I think it will very likely be a side pocket actually. But yeah, I thought they were a brilliant idea, and so I got them from Shabby Dabby Doodah, and it's a good way of using up your book pages and some of your, if you've got a lot of this scrapbook paper, which I have got quite a lot of that from my card making days, you can use that as well. So anyway, I'll do another one. I'll try and make it a bit clearer this time. So I'm not really used to all this. So I've got my 3 pages that I have cut down, as I said. I open them up. This is the bit that I forgot before. I open them up to the second page. The second page, I fold the top right hand corner. Well, there's nothing to stop you from doing them around the other way and having them facing the other way. Top right hand corner. I attempt to fold it straight. Like that. That would be easy, wouldn't it? Just to turn it over. Too easy for me. Not very straight, is it? Turn it over on the fold. And this one I'm going to do straight away, I think, into this side. Got to be a lot quicker. Well, depends who's doing it, really, doesn't it? So yeah, I've had quite a busy day with printers arriving and gardening, and then this afternoon it absolutely chucked it down. There we go. So now I'm just going to decorate. I'm going to decorate the inside bit first. Then I'm going to glue those. So I'm going to have I've got, this is ordinary paper, but I'm wondering if it'll be enough. Not enough to do both pieces, I don't think. No. I'll do this piece. Cut it there, that should give me plenty. Yeah, that hides that. I'm sure I'm making this look a lot more difficult than what it is. Sorry about that. I've done that again as well, glued over that edge and probably glued it too near to the edge. We can always wipe off the excess glue, can't we? Yeah, I'm trying to think what else. Oh, and I've had quite a busy week. I was away at the weekend at my friend's house. Myself and my daughter actually was going to stay at her place for the weekend, I think I've said before. We went out for a meal on the Friday night to a local pub. She lives in a lovely little village. And we'd been in this local pub lots of times for meals, and it's never disappointed. It's lovely. And we went in there, and I'd just had two teeth actually. So I've just had 2 teeth out and some of my gums. But I had 2 taken out. One, they're almost next to each other, except there's just 1 tooth separating the 2. And very sore. So, and I didn't know I was having them done. The dentist just phoned me up out of the blue on the Friday, I think it was, no, the Thursday morning, said could I go in the afternoon, late afternoon, and they could do these extractions that I needed having done. So I said, yeah, that's fine. Thinking the next day I'd be fine. Well, I wasn't, and it was really sore. So I had something I could eat easily. I think I had mashed potatoes and peas and a beautiful short crust steak pie. That was fine. And then we ordered dessert, which was, we ordered a, what's it, pineapple tarte tatin. Now we've had tarte tatin up London a few times in the hotels and out there and the restaurants, and usually it's gorgeous. It's a nice little short crust tart, and yeah, just really lovely. When we got these, they were like 2 circles baked, obviously, of short crust, not short crust, flaky pastry. And the tarte tatin has like a syrup, doesn't it? And that, and then they just had like a pineapple ring on top, which is fine. When we went to cut into it, my daughter's was burnt completely, really burnt. Mine was quite burnt, and so was my friend's. And when we cut into it to try and eat the bits that we could eat, you just couldn't even get a knife, you couldn't even get a fork or a spoon through it. It was ridiculous. And so anyway, we complained. We had all 3 desserts taken away and asked for something else. We had a cheesecake, and I must admit the cheesecake was absolutely gorgeous. Huge, great slice each. And by the time we left there, well, we could hardly move. And because we'd had drinks as well, we had I had a couple of gins, and then we had wine with our meal, and then we had pudding wine afterwards, which was gorgeous. But yeah, the fact that the original puddings weren't very nice did kind of sort of, I don't know, spoilt it a little bit. But we went home and continued to drink some of my friend's homemade, I think it was like it was a Chardonnay or a Chablis, which certainly had a kick. So we had that and crawled off to bed about 1:30 in the morning. So of course the next day, that wipes out the next day, doesn't it really? Because we all get up late when we've had a late one like that. We all stay over there. And then time we've had breakfast, which is usually at lunchtime, then my partner comes and picks me up, which is, I'm not far away, I'm just sort of down the road really. And yeah, so that's the Saturday and the Sunday gone. And yeah, I'm trying to think what I did Sunday. Oh, we were supposed to have been going out. My partner wasn't very well. We were going to one of his, one of our motorbike days that we go to every year. Now I've cleared that out there, and I shouldn't. I'm terrible, aren't I? Hopeless teacher. But, yeah, so Sunday was spent sort of ready to go out, but not being able to start much in case we did go out, but not knowing whether he was going to feel better a bit later on. And in the end, we didn't go. So that was Sunday. And then Monday, we had unexpected visitors. Tuesday, we had unexpected visitors. Wednesday, we were busy doing something else. Oh, shopping, I think it was. And yeah, and housework and stuff. And the week's just flown by. So this is the first then the weekend was busy again. So the first oh yeah, because I went over to my sister's for a meal. First opportunity I've had to do a video is today. So, but anyway, I got here now. It's probably not that much good because I am a bit rubbish at all this, and I am. But I thought these would come in handy. And as I need pockets, so that I can make, of course, the more pockets you have, the more tags and journal cards you have to make, but I don't really mind doing that. So, so here I am doing it. yeah, so I'm out in the she shed today doing this, and yeah, I've actually, well, it's, as I say, it's pretty overcast, and I've got the heater on out here because it's turned chilly since the rain. So yeah, but it's nice and snug in here. It's really snug and warm. It's all insulated. And what I did, I just put the heater on about half hour before I was coming out here, just to warm it through a bit. It's not cold. It's just, I think the rain makes you feel colder, and especially when you're in a building out in the garden. It isn't damp, it definitely isn't damp, but it feels, you know, you can feel the dampness near. And I do have the door open quite a lot because my little dog likes to go in and out. Now I've done that wrong. Oh dear, do forgive me. No. What can I do with that? I've glued it down, and I shouldn't have glued it all down. Now I'm going to take it off and put another piece on. This is how to watch a crafter bodge. That's if you're still there. You've probably turned off by now and gone, I don't blame you. You are still there, thank you. I'm going to try again. It should be okay once I get the glue off. And I've got to remember this time that it's going to be a pocket, so I mustn't stick the top bit or the rest of it. And I've got a bit to cut off the bottom. Until I haven't done the video for ages, can't you? All over the place. If this doesn't solve it, then it's going in the bin. I'm going to start with, actually I don't think it's all going to be, it'll probably get used for something else. Give it a chance to stick. And then trim it off. What a divvy person. How stupid. I bet you're all sitting there laughing your heads off and saying, you should have done that, you should have been careful, you shouldn't talk so much. And you'd see that it was a pocket. See what the time is. Oh, I can see that. It's not too bad. Not too bad. Got a little bit longer. Got time to bore you a bit longer. Or amuse you on the day. And that's a bit of that stuck there where it hasn't. Good. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, that's come undone. Good job I did that. This glue is not as good as art glue. This is actually Mod Podge, which is usually really good, but it's not plain today, unless it's just me. It's probably just me, actually. That's it. That's a couple of them done. Well, I hope if you're crafting, you're having more success than me today. I thought I'd try those. I mean, how rubbish can you be? So I'm going to decorate this bit. That'll probably be in the next one. I'm going to do one more of these, if you can bear it. Not sure I can. Let's do a smaller one. See how that works out. 1, 2. Right, I've got 3 sheets there. Let's clear the decks a bit. I don't really want that. What I do. That's a smaller one, so let's see what we can do with this. Now, hold it in now. I'm going to fold it to the edge of the script. And this is the one I fold right down, isn't it, I think? I'm asking you, and yeah. I don't know whether I'm supposed to, don't know whether I'm supposed to be showing you or asking you, to be honest. That's it. Now what I'm going to do with this one is I've got some pretty paper here, and because it's smaller I might have enough to do both bits. Yeah, I'm going to see a bit of green up there. This is easier to fold as well. Yeah, I fold that about there. Still thickens the back piece, even though it's only copy paper. But it doesn't matter too much, that will be glued down to the page. A nice straight lines, not. See quite a bit of that green. I'll have to go that way then, won't it? That's going there. That's going there. I've had to move my camera and my lamp around a bit, and this light, I'm in my own shadow a bit, so I can't really see what I'm doing much. So that will be okay, I think. I'm going to glue these bits. Apologies for all the faffing, it's been a long day. I'm always up at about 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to do the same with this one, glue this one down. So luckily my partner cooks the dinner, so I won't have to go in and do that. Well, I could work indoors, but it's just so nice sitting out here. Just feels, I don't know, I can't really describe it. How relaxed, she says, making it completely messed up, but it does seem more relaxed out here, but yeah, it just feels nice. Excuse my head if it's gone in the way. Pop this piece down. Yeah, it's quite dark out there now. Really, it's yeah, it's the nights are drawing in, aren't they? I'm so pleased I've got that printer through. Pray that it works. Should be fine. So I've got so many digitals and things that I want to print out, and also I've got so many other ideas of journals I want to make with different themes and that. And although I like to use quite a lot of my own stuff as well, the digitals do come in handy to help keep the theme going, I think, and also to help, you know, decorate and fill up your journals. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to being able to print some things out. So I'm just thinking what to put on the bottom. I have got another piece, but it's not. That's the card. Where the place this card could go, actually? Not sure. This might go, actually. And we'll double this over to make it a bit thicker, as it's only copy of paper. I want it a bit thicker for the pocket. Mine. Yeah, I am in camera, aren't I? Thought for a minute I wasn't in view. I might be getting the hang of it now. It's nearly time to finish the video. However, we all have to start somewhere, don't we? And I'm by no means an expert in any of this. But I'm learning and I'm enjoying learning. So my last journal was my first ever accordion journal, my first ever oriental journal. The one before that was my first ever fashion type journal. And yeah, I feel as though I'm getting more the hang of it the more I go along, which obviously is good. But you've got to do it, haven't you, to learn it? It's like anything. And I do pottery and painting and stuff like that. You can read so much and watch so many videos, but you don't actually learn until you do it. Time check. That's fine. Let it dry. Look, I haven't stuck the pocket down. I've done one. That's great. This will be lovely for in the journals, and of course I have to do everything in double. So if I make one each of this size for this journal, I've got to make another one of these of this size. I don't know if I've got time to make it now, knowing how slow I am, but I'll have a go. If not, I'll finish it off in the next one. So here goes. Let's try and think about this. Try and get it right. Right, folding that in to text. You see, it's so bright, and the papers are not white, it's yellow, but you know what I mean, I couldn't quite see where the edge was. Right, that'll be the back pocket. And then that's the outer pocket. Pray. Yeah, that goes all right. Gosh. Now I need some paper. Put down here. That bit actually. No, I'm going up here. I nearly did it wrong. Nearly did it wrong. Let's get that out of the way. And that. That'd be fine there actually. I'm going to chop a bit off this to begin with to make it easier to handle. Let's see where it's going, must be about there. Maybe a bit further. stick that bit all the way down, really. All helps to strengthen it, doesn't it? That place, will she get it finished? Look at me go. Look at me go. Watch, I'll go and do something wrong in a minute. I'm going to glue this piece on now, and I bet I'm forgetting something. Bound to be. Over with the glue spreader, aka Hobbycraft card. That one on. Get this one on. Perfect, but definitely a bit quicker and definitely an improvement. So, right, now we just want to quickly get a piece of this on as a pocket. That way. There's quite a lot of turquoise and red. Down there. Quite a lot of turquoise and red in the actual. Have that side there because it's neater. So. And I must remember it's a pocket. Not happily go and glue it all over. As I want to do. Oops. Hey. Gone crooked, hasn't it? No, don't go crooked on me, please. Play me up. And go again. Oh, I was doing so well. Ish. Let's just quite another builders have gone home. The ones next door haven't been round there today, thank goodness. Although I can't knock them because they very kindly took our old chimney liner out and sorted the chimney out for us and put a brand new chimney pot on it yesterday, and for nothing, just being kind. So I thought that was lovely of them. So I can't complain, but they're not there today. But the building over the back of us is getting a little bit quieter as they, for a start, they're getting further away from us. They're working further over, and also they don't have the need to use the really heavy machinery quite so much, so it isn't as noisy. But yeah, so I didn't get out here until they finished anyway, so that was fine. So it's well, I was just going to say it's a warm evening, but I'm forgetting I've got my heater on in here. No, I remembered the pocket. How's that? Rubbish, they say. Well, now you've seen the crappy craft. Completely messing things up, and I do apologise. But yeah, I love that one actually. I do love that. Got something really nice there to correspond. So there we have it. 2 small pockets and 2 larger ones. And if I've got time, yeah, quickly got time just to get one of the journals up. And I have no idea where they're going exactly. I know there are a couple of pages in. I absolutely hate the papering. I just use the paper to strengthen the page underneath. It's like this sort of paper that I've stenciled over there. But it was awful. I don't know if it's in this one or the next one, because as you know, I'm doing 2 simultaneously. Well, as you may know, you will know if you've seen any of my other videos. No, it's not this one actually, but I think that will go nice there. Or maybe one of the big ones. So this will all be decorated, and that there'll be tags in it. Don't really want to cover that sort of paper because that's journaling space. But yeah, sort of various places where you can put them, besides in the bin. Sorry. Yeah, I'm not going to cover too much of that because it's really pretty. Maybe that side there. Yeah, they'll go in somewhere, won't they? And they're nice and bright. They're carrying on with the theme of the bright colours and the painty, arty effect. So I'm pleased with those. And I'm definitely going to continue to make some more of those my other journals. So thank you, Tina, at Shabby Dabby Doodah. If I put her, I'll just put her, just put at Shabby Dabby Doodah at the bottom in the description, and you'll be better going and looking at her tutorial of doing it, because I'm rubbish. But yeah, it's very good, and it comes under her mass making large triple pocket workshop 33. So yeah, I'll try and list some of that below, but I will at least put Tina's at Shabby Dabby Doodah down there so you don't forget. And yeah, if you ever take a look at her tutorial, the mass making of large triple pockets, it's workshop 33. Got that there. A cotton there. Then yeah, they're really nice to make once you get the hang of it, or once I get the hang of it. I mean, yeah, I'm very pleased with those. And I have been working on some others. Just quickly show you before I sign off. These are the concertina type ones that you make from, you can make 2 out of a 12 by 12 piece of scrapbook paper. And so I've made some of those to go in it as well. They've got to be glued. I don't know if I have glued any. No, I haven't glued any of those yet. Yeah, they've got to be glued. And now going, I may make a couple more of those for my other journal. So I might be doing that next one. I might be decorating these or doing tags to go in them. But anyway, we'll see next time. So thank you very much for joining me. So sorry for all the mess ups. I am just a learner. Yeah, it's been lovely having you here. And yeah, if you've found this amusing or boring, please give me a thumbs up. And yeah, subscribe to my channel. And look at a couple of my other videos, especially my flip through ones. I've done a couple of nice journals that are worth looking at. And yeah, take care everybody, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.